Hey guys, what's going on? It's Robin here for a podcast of the March behind the scenes, featuring kn4s, a good friend of mine. kn4s, how are you doing at the moment?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Just fine, just fine. Just went off the 07 servers, did Assault's Bane. Are you playing 07 too?
Yeah. I just started off doing some pure essence mining to raise my money.
Yeah, it's always good to have some money there.
Yeah, of course. Not so good having 2k.
How are you doing on the 07 servers?
Yeah, it's doing good. Really fine, actually.
What are you doing?
Going off in mining, smithing, and those stuff. Not really for the combat.
Alright.
I'm more a skiller.
Okay, you have any goal? Any goal?
Yeah, not really actually. I just playing for fun.
Alright. How are you doing on the EUC then?
Well, EUC is going okay. I don't really play it anymore because of the 07. Feel kind of bored when playing EUC, but
yes. I see.
Yeah.
Alright then, shall we kick it off then?
Yeah, of course.
Alright guys, I will link the behind the scenes article in the description so you can watch it there yourself. The first update that they mention are new combat abilities and upgrades for both free and members. They're saying we're making some significant under the hood change for the way magic works, which mean we can offer true dual wielding capabilities to all to all the mages and the sorcerers out there. Sausage. So let's sum up that for some reason they make it like a dual wielding mage abilities, which we already have for melee, but I don't know how they are supposed to make it for dual wielding on mage. Well, of course we already have the wand and the books, but it's not really that you use the book. It's only there for the bonus. You have an idea of how they could be like a part of the abilities?
Maybe it's faster. Maybe the abilities will work faster, or like a double strike or something. If you're doing one strike on both hands, like when bam instead of bam.
Yeah, that's quite nice. Yeah, but also they're saying it's new abilities, which mean of course they are introducing new abilities. They say that it's currently it's a bit slow building up your adrenaline bar for mage and range, which I can agree, but it's still not like impossible. Of course, you have the healing abilities and the defense. So let's see. All dual wielding will benefit from this change, as we're also reworking dual wielding damage calculations to bring them up to the power of the two-handed weapons in the game. So currently the Drago weapons are of course the best ones because they are, what is it, level 90, 95?
Yeah, I think it.
Anyway, but before those came, it was the chaotic maul who was pretty much the best weapon in the whole game. But now they say that they are balancing it and they're doing something weird. They're working on the calculations for the dual wielding, which means that they either will work it better than two-handed, or will make it pretty much the same stats.
Yeah.
You have anything you wanna add there?
Not really, actually, but I think reworking the dual wields will actually be kind of good because I tried it, but it doesn't do any damage. And one thing I think you said it will be compared with the two-handed damage. The two-handed got a massive damage, what I've seen.
Yeah.
And but I know the two-handed dual wielding got more speed, so it's like having both the speed and the damage at the same time.
Yeah, but the speed isn't really necessary because the speed is actually the time the abilities have to recharge. You don't really do that much of auto attacks normally. You're just spamming abilities. So we're also adding 4 new basic combat abilities to host the whole choice of available to mage and rangers. So pretty much the top, they say it's just for mages, but now the last part of the article of the new combat abilities, they are saying that they are introducing both for mage and rangers, which is good. Let's see here. If you use double crossbow wielding, I think it's pretty fast to upgrade your, well, not upgrade, but load your adrenaline bar so that you can do thresholds. But
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe what's the way around, but if you're using a bow and not a shield bow, only a regular bow that don't have the ability to do shield abilities, it was actually pretty slow. You had like to do stupid unnecessary abilities like stunning or the one that you charge for 3 seconds, which doesn't always hit. That one is actually pretty useless.
Yeah.
So highlights include the range's needle strike and the mage concentrated blast, both of which raise your critical chance. But you know about the Berserker ultimate attack?
I think so. Actually,
it's the one that makes you hit more. I don't know if it's for regular or abilities also, but I believe it's for all kind of attacks. But now they are making it for apparently. They don't say if it's thresholds or basic or ultimates, but it's like a different version of Berserker for mages and rangers.
Yeah, that would be actually pretty good, actually. Yeah. Especially when doing, as example, Polypore or other mages.
Yeah.
Which is supposed when the basic attacks itself should do damage.
Yeah.
So that's good with a threshold like that.
Yeah. I remember before
ultimate.
Yeah, you remember before the Evolution of Combat was released, and the best staff was the Polypore staff. Well, excluding the Armadillo battle staff. But the best staff for pretty much everyone that everyone could use was the Polypore stuff. But now it's
more Vance.
Yeah,
it's more Vance. That is the thing now, so to speak, because of the speed and shielding.
So that's pretty much the conclusion of new combat abilities and upgrades.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But still, the Polypore attacks does some good damage still. But the speed of the attacks is so low that it's not worth it to use anymore.
Of course. I think it's pretty good that they will introduce something like that. So we will just have to wait and see what they will bring us.
Yes.
The next one is Wilderness Warband. You wanna take it?
Sure, I can take it. Recently, Gatixian seers have sensed a shift in the attention of the gods. You see, they've been sending loyal followers into the grim wasteland of the wilderness to search for sites of power, places where vicious battles took place, and where relics remained buried under the corpses of fallen warriors. They look to harvest these relics and cash to the forgotten resources that have laid undiscovered for many an age. There's been some.
Yeah.
In the true Gatixian tradition.
You don't have to read it all. Okay. The viewers can read for themselves. Yeah, but you gotten a point. You want to explain how it all works?
Well, I think they will make it like a treasure hunt inside the wilderness. Will make it more worth running in there, except for PKing.
Yeah.
Which I actually think is pretty fun, because wilderness doesn't have so many uses except for PK.
Yeah.
Which will be fun with some more things to do.
Well, of course, bot killing is always something that you could do.
Yeah, of course, yeah, bot kill.
Yeah, I got a few whips from that. it was pretty nice, but the whips weren't worth that much. But anyway,
No.
I believe it's some kind of mini game or something like that.
Yeah, I think it's probably a minigame thing. But what I read after that is that you will go in on your own risk.
Yeah, of course.
What you bring in there is what you buy yourself. It's your stuff, not their stuff. So
Yeah, of course.
probably a big bunch of PKers will be there waiting for people that wants to do the minigame thing. I don't really know if they actually thought about that detail, but
Well, of course,
there will always be PKers when weaker people will be.
Yeah.
So that's hard.
But I don't know if anyone has seen RuneScape's official live stream. It was a couple of months ago. I think it was November or December. They said that they wanted to get skillers out into the wilderness. Now it's a couple of runes in the wilderness that you can mine, but not much more of content in the wilderness, except for, of course, player killing and some bosses. But skillers usually stay out of there. So they want to get skillers into the wilderness, so they release new content there. It's it's okay, I suppose. I'm not really so much of a skiller, but of course I'm going for the Completionescape, and I don't have everything needed yet. So I guess
I can bet this will be an requirement for Completionescape. Because it sounds pretty big.
They said that it's some kind of reward from general NPCs with slay experience who defeat them. So, but of course they won't. I believe still that slaying is the best way to train slay, of course. But then there's some more reward, including summoning and prey experience. For skillers. I don't know if they really want it, but since prey and summoning doesn't really affect your combat level, well, then they might start to train that. Let's see here. If you're careful, you will be able to sneak in with a group of like-minded lunatics and conduct the ritual of without even lifting a blade, bow, or sword. No, blade, bow, or staff. Earning extreme generous experience in summoning and prayer. So, skillers can have non-combat related experience reward.
Yeah, that will actually be pretty good. Yeah. But I still got this thinking about how secure it will be running around in the wilderness without any combat.
Yeah.
Any combat experience or defense for that part or anything. It'll be a slaughter.
Yeah.
More or less.
But they say that it's new content, new reward, and more. But still, we have to wait and see. I will expect that they make some kind of behind-the-scenes video, which will explain it all into more detail.
Yeah. But I actually doesn't have so much doubt on Jaeger, so I think they will actually think about it, and I think they have a plan for that too. Probably there will be some sort of a teleport or safe spotting or something which will be able to do this ritual without being PK'd.
Yeah.
So this will truly be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
See.
Here. Some of these content contain rare new loot, including the Wall of Treasury, a new treadle mage weapon aimed at mid to high level players. Let's see, if you go up a little bit, they are unique characters, and they even general NPCs with display experience for those who defeat them. Once the dust from the fight settles, you will be able to raid the storage tents of the
storage tents.
Raid the stores, of God's minions for loot and for thieving, farming, construction, and mining experience. So That's what is it? Gathering skills.
I think it'll probably be like running around, and when you're looting them, you will get saving XP.
Yeah.
And probably will be some some items will probably store XP, like XP land or something.
Yeah.
Which will give the rest of the XP. Maybe some mining if you mine through something and get some mine XP for that.
Yeah. But it's not really. Go on.
I just wondered which I was thinking about which levels, if they're like high level requirements for this, or if it's able to do this without having so high levels in just those skills.
Yeah. All right. But I'm not really so sure about that part, the Wilderness Warband. So let's head on then. Let's go to Easter, but not as you know it, for both free and members.
Yeah, this is something I've been thinking about because I'm more of the nostalgic guy, and this doesn't sound fun for me because I think personally they need to keep something from the old eras in the new eras.
Yeah. This month we're taking a different approach to our Easter event. For years we have celebrated holidays by strangely twisting real-world parties and making them uniquely Runescape. That's all fine and dandy for some, but I'd much rather celebrate dates that meant something in the Runescape and the citizens of kn4s. Don't worry, you'll still get costumes, items, emotes, and the members-only content, but it will be far less eggy and bunny themed. Right now, I won't ruin the surprise of exactly what the event will be, but I'm confident it will mean something to each and every one of us. The majority of the event will also be available for free players. So, it's of course, Jagex always do some kind of content during the celebrate times and stuff like that, like now the Easter. But they say it's far less egg and bunny. That means, well, what I think it's RuneScape themed now. Actually, for years and years they have been going like they put a bunny that you have to save and help. You have to go find the eggs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it's not really good. Those updates aren't really.
Well, they aren't doing anything good for the player itself. It's just fun, but not helpful.
Yeah. But I think it's good that they do something new actually. So we of course have to wait and see for that too. But I think it looks really promising. But you said that you were a bit of a nostalgia guy. So
Nostalgic, yeah.
Nostalgy. Do you want this to happen, or do you want to continue with the old school stuff?
Yeah, it's always been fun running around in the rabbit hole, helping out in the fabric and doing some stuff for the Easter Bunny. But of course, I think RuneScape has been more focused on the players and not on the fun itself. They want us to level faster and making more things that will gain experience.
Yeah.
Not as it was before.
Yeah. Before, it's everyone has a different opinion on before, but Jagex have made the game a lot easier throughout the latest years, which mean that those are already maxed and they have 1 or 2 billion of experience. They think it's a bit unfair that they had to struggle so much getting the first levels and experience, but now the new players can start a new account, do the trial at the birth of things, and then do a few quests, then spin the Squid of Fortune, and then you have a few levels and a lot of money actually.
I haven't actually tried out the Runescape and such on a noob account, or not noob account, but a new account. As say, sorry, all low level. Well, to be honest, I don't know really how easy it is to level. To be honest, I think it seems kind of strange Runescape. There's been so many big changes on this time, so I haven't really been hanging with here. So, but I think with all the skill of fortune and all these new things that has come and mini games and all that stuff has really been doing stuff a lot easier.
Yeah.
And of course, good old times. I remember killing cows for some poor attack or strength levels. That was a good old times.
Well, it's good that you can do it now. You can go onto the old service and actually play that game now. But if you enjoy the current game, you can continue with it. That's a really good thing.
Yeah, that was really good thinking of them.
Yeah.
That they actually found servers from the real old school here, and to me, it's actually the best version of RuneScape. When it wasn't like Classic was, when the graphic was just strange. But still, it's not the modern version as it is now.
Yeah.
It's something in between, which I like. It's where I started in 2007 there, and I think it's a really good version, and I think it's a really good idea about this. They really, for once, they actually listen to the players, and it turned out really well.
Yeah, man. Now everyone can play it. Those who enjoy it now and then, both the teams can play it, and they can enjoy it. So if you want to go and kill some cows for a few combat levels, then do it. But it's not really that good doing it now on the current game, because there's a lot more content that you can do to raise your levels in other ways. But on the Ozone service, you can go and kill some cows, and you'll get a decent experience.
Yeah.
Let's see here. You want to head on to game changes?
Sure, I can do that. Talking of free players, so this is about the free players. And
they say that it's for both free and members, of course.
Yeah, of course, yeah, but probably mainly about the free players.
Yeah.
We're changing the trial system so that the new players once again start off as a free player, which I like pretty much actually. It's been like swarming of members that aren't really members.
Yeah.
And I don't really like the idea about making Birthorpe tutorial island number 2.
Yeah.
But let's see. Let's read more. To do this, we're making Birthorpe entirely part of the free game. No.
Yeah. Well, everyone has a different opinion on that, of course. But for me, it's like it's always been there. The wall at the northwest of Falador, that has always been the limit of the free game area.
Yeah.
And now they are removing it. They are making it to the White Wolf Mountain or something like that. But I don't really know how they will cut the line, if you say it like that. Draw a limit.
Yeah. I don't really know actually.
Yeah. And the same also here. We're also allowing free players to train member skills up to maximum level of 5, and that is a bit of a shock for me. I mean, like, yeah, sure, they want the free members to they want the free players to test out the member stuff. So of course they will subscribe. Subscribe. No, they will.
To be honest, I think why I started to be member, it was because it was such a mystery. I didn't really know what members was.
Yeah.
I went to a dual arena and there was a mage training arena, and I was thinking, yeah, that's awesome, but I don't know what's in there.
Yeah.
I wanted to know what's in there, and a Khazar desert and everything.
Yeah.
That was kind of a part why I actually chose members. I didn't know how it was. It was a new adventure.
Yeah.
when people try out the member stuff, they already know that sure it's more, but I know what it is. It's not a surprise anymore. It's not
Yeah.
not really such a reason to actually do it. And when they have leveled it to level 5, will they be able to do things they can do at level 5?
I have actually no idea. But I believe so. I don't think that they will get any experience, but I believe that they will still be able to do the content. Let's say thieving, for example. At level 5, we will be able to steal cakes. Well, there's no cake stand in the whole free area. It's on at a dune. But I still believe that they can steal from. I still believe that they can pickpocket from men's to get some cash.
Yeah, of course. It's early cash.
Yeah. Well, not everyone, but most of the people actually start off pickpocketing men for a small amount of cash to get the first weapons and armor and stuff like that.
In the 07, right?
Both that and the real game.
Yeah. Well, you can actually get a decent amount of money from thieving, and at level 5 you can thieve bigger things, like farmers and things like that.
Yeah. There's only one thing that I'm not really sure about. The only potion available for free players are the normal strength potion.
Yeah. I don't really know how to.
But I think it's at level 3 they will be able to make anti-poison potions, which is a bit weird that they don't can't do it. Let's see here for 2 seconds. Alright, kn4s will have to leave us for a few minutes. I will be trying to entertain you guys with what's going on.
Yes, okay, I'll be back in a minute or so.
Alright, so they are allowing free players to train all the member skills up to level 5. So, Herbal, for example, the only potion available for free players are the strength potion, which you can't make. You have to talk to the alchemist or something like that at the Warrock Center. It's a bit south of that, anyway. But now at level 5, I think you can make new potions. But can you really do that? It's a bit weird. They are bringing new potions into the free game. Of course, it's not really that hard to do. New potions, they will learn it pretty quick, and it's not really such a big potion, because not that many things are poisonous in the free play area. And the poisonous weapons, for example, are only available for members, so there's no use of that inside the PvP system. But some monsters are maybe at some monsters can maybe do damage with the poisonous. Let's see. And also here, we are also making some changes to the way that RunNG affected game. All players will soon find themselves spending far less time walking, as reduce the drain rate and weight penalty. For me, of course, I'm a level 90 agility. I don't really know that much of a difference, because agility is affecting RunNG at the moment. So I don't really think it's necessary. But when you first logged on to your 07 Escape account, the RunNG, it was so bad. You couldn't do a single thing without having to walk like the whole bit. So the first thing I did was actually training up agility to 75, and then did Tree Gnome Village and the Grand Tree, which was a pain in the ass. But it got me 31 agility, which was actually helping me out a lot. It was nice to have that. But now in the current game, we have the rest button, which helps out a lot. So I don't really see why it's necessary. But also, part of that, we're also adding an auto-run feature that will automatically put you into run mode once you have the necessary energy to do so. Sure, of course, it's nice to do that. Let's say if you have 80 run and you are walking, then it will automatically start to run. Of course, that would be nice, but in some quests, you want to walk. So I don't really see the connection for quests and the puzzles and stuff like that. And the run, auto-run energy. So that might not be impossible. You can, of course, I would expect that you could turn up on and off run energy ability. But for quests, if you like forget it or something like that, then it will actually kill you. Right, so Knas, you're back.
Yeah, I'm back here now. I was just taking a call.
Yeah, I just went through the second part of the game changes for free members.
Okay.
I explained the run energy mode.
Run energy.
They will make the reduced time of it. They will reduce the energy that you will need to run. And
do you mean now the run energy as the energy when you run?
Yeah. You
or the energy when doing... Oh, no, that's called adrenaline. Okay, never mind. I forgot about it.
So technically, you will be able to run faster.
Run faster, okay.
Not faster, for longer.
Longer, okay.
But it will result in that you run faster if you compare it to the current game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then they're also adding an auto-run feature that will automatically put you into run mode once you have the necessary energy to do so. But
okay.
I hope that you can turn the auto ability on.
Yeah.
Because in some quests and puzzles, you want to walk, which...
Yeah. And sometimes you just want to walk. To be honest, I like to walk sometimes. I don't want to run through the whole RuneScape.
Yeah. And the third part of the game changes, other alterations we intend to make this month are changing centered around the flower games and the associated risk gameplay that currently dominates the Grand Exchange. They don't say that they will remove the game, but why won't they do it? They did it in the Evolution of Combat beta. Actually got rid of gambling. Well, flower gambling, but now it's back, which is slap in the face. But they are like planning on making it more of a risk to lose, or something like that. I don't really know.
To be honest, I don't know what's really the problem about gamblers. To be honest, sometimes it's fun running around, going to GA, try to bet some money, but of course it is a problem. Some people get broke.
Yeah, but it's first of all they are taking up a lot of space in the.
Yeah, of course to do that.
But second of all, it's the people who are owning the chats, the gambling chats, and have a rank in there. They're getting the money way too easy. Sure, some of them have to pay like 2 billion a week or something like that, but some people don't because they are friend to the guy who owns the guy who owns the chat.
Yeah,
they will get the money way too easy for. So other players that don't really have the money to have a rank will be just like me jealous on them.
One thing I think about is actually if RuneScape could, because the gambling will never disappear. It's something that will stay because people will always try the gambling. But RuneScape or Jagex could actually use, not maybe take it away, but maybe just try to how to say this, making it better, not as it is today, because the worst risk about gambling is you never know who is real and who is not real.
Yeah, you could.
Some people are just easily be scammed of a lot of money by gambling at the wrong host, so to speak.
Mhm.
And I think they should make it safer by maybe just doing sort of a game of it. Maybe I remember Birth of Game Arena.
Games
Or
Room.
what?
Games
Yeah,
Room.
Games Room. Yeah, with a Chuck I think,
And
or
chess.
something. Chess, yeah, of course, chess. Of course, sorry about that. But I never played it actually. I don't know what it was, but it could do something kind of like that with gambling, a gambling room
Yeah.
where you can gamble. Some people are hosts and some people are not, and you have this like a some sort of a gamble. I don't know, can't come up with a word right now, but
Some kind of a gambling system where
yeah, gambling system, yeah,
where
and
it's 100% secure.
yeah. And what you do is you're doing a stake as you do before at maybe the dual arena. And if you lose the money. If you win, you definitely get the money.
Yeah.
It's like a secure way of getting the money.
Yeah. And then there's not a middle hand that takes like 10% of the win.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And the thing is, if they just do it like a dual arena, the same system, when instead of killing each other, you actually gamble each other.
Yeah.
And they're having the luck decides who will get the thing, the money or the things. But I think they can do it the same way as Flower Games and everything, but they can put it on a board instead of putting it around GE.
Yeah. Yeah, let's see here. So, basically, move the location of them or get rid of it. But if they can't get rid of it, they could change the system so that there won't be a middle guy that gets a lot of the money just for hosting, and also decrease the chance of getting scammed.
Well, yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to point out.
Yeah.
No, the risk of scamming will be decreased.
Yeah, and also it's all dependent on luck. Of course, doing Flower Games, for example, it is purely luck. I believe that you win, but
as all games, there will always be a system inside. Example, the Spin of Fortune. Everyone know everyone have ever tried doing the Spin of Fortune and have been so unlucky about just having the nice object and it's just getting like a push.
Yeah.
It gets over. We all know it's not because of unluck, it's because of some system that won't let people get so many rich things.
Yeah, of course.
And
it's so close every time.
Yeah,
you're going for the highest price, some kind of gods or cash pile of 200 million. You're like, come on, and then it's a little bit too far.
Well, the thing is when it actually is just at the edge of stopping, and then it gets a push more. Of course, it is smart because either way it will be a lot of more people, a lot of more money in the circulation, and it will be, inflation.
Yeah. But still, it's like it's not supposed to go that far, but still it does, and it could be a bit annoying sometimes.
Oh, it's really annoying.
Yeah, it's still possible to get the reward. Some people are getting like
absolutely.
Of course, and there's some people are having like a lucky dragon chain body, lucky gods or something
lucky
like
divine.
Yeah. So of course it's possible to get, but the chance of getting it's so low that you shouldn't really be thinking about it.
Yeah.
I remember when the School of Fortune was just released, and you saw like on the price table, the highest price was like 10 million GP. I was like, oh, finally getting prayer, not up to 95 Doom Turmoil, and got scammed like every single day, and I was actually a bit disappointed that. But when you think about it, it's good that it's not such a big chance of it.
Excellent. But the point I wanted to point out with this was that there probably is a say the same system in the flower game. I think it is a pattern when the flowers will come.
Yeah, maybe, but I believe that it's possible to think out the pattern, which of course isn't really that good if you think about it. I actually really I still think that it's always different. It's no pattern at all.
Yeah.
But I don't actually really know how it works. What they say, hot or cold times 2. First of all, what color is hot and what color is 2?
Yeah, that's also thing I've been wondering about, because some people say purple is one color that's a lot of discussions about. Some people say it's hot, some people say it's cold, and most often is when I win it, it's cold. When I say it's hot, it's cold, and when I say it's cold, it's hot. So
Yeah.
it's more, there's a lot of fights going on about it, and
Yeah.
the different colored flowers are also some things that I think it's kind of
Scam.
yeah.
The only way to get flowers is from mithril seeds, right?
Yeah,
So that means that it could get any kind of color at any rate.
yeah. Well, what I think about it, if they want to decrease the amount of bedders or the ones hosting hot and colds, they maybe should just do mithril seeds harder to get and a lot more expensive.
Yeah, but that won't really remove it. I think there's a summoning familiar that requires flowers of some kind. But why not just make it one sort of flower? That could easily remove pretty much all the gamble.
But that would also make it a little bit more boring. Some people just like having all the flowers, and some people are actually doing art. Have you seen those guys doing art with the flowers?
Yeah, of course that would be possible, but it's not really necessary.
Yeah, not really so necessary actually.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Of course, making it just one color would absolutely remove a lot of the
Gamblers.
gamblings. Yeah.
They have removed the dices from the game.
Yeah, that's good actually.
Yeah.
The dices were something that some people were using, but if they could, instead of removing everything, they could actually just use it. They could, if they made a special, so to speak, house, the gambling house, where you can either dice or make special flower games or everything.
Yeah.
It would really be good. It would be fun.
Yeah.
Actually, I would probably go there at least 1 or 2 times, because it sounds fun, actually,
Yeah.
running around and trying out that stuff.
Yeah. Let's see here. All right. So we're pretty much done for now with the flowers. Let's
Yeah.
get away from those.
Yeah.
And the last thing is, of course, the Squid of Fortune and Solomon's General Store, which they say new items in this comes, of course, improvements to the existing Solomon Store items. You will notice extra support for prestige items in the keepsake box, and more flexibility with animations and weapon overrides, including the ability to select multiple overrides at the same time. So like random teleportation emotes, and you will notice extra support for prestige items in the keepsake box. Many people are using those dragon keepsake box, mostly for primal armor or the highest tier inside the Demonheim. But how they will make that different, I don't really know. The extra support, I don't have that. Do you?
To be honest, I don't know so much about the different things you can get from the Omenheim. Dungeoneering has never been my thing. But I actually don't really know so much about this.
Neither do I. I don't own. I haven't bought anything from the Solomon General Store except for those 50 extra bank spaces and the tropical dress.
Yeah, I bought the premium for Runescape, so I wouldn't have to buy some members card all the times.
Yeah.
So I did get some money from to Solomon Store, which I sadly used all of it to a gnome, or was it Dwarven warsuit? I think. Yeah.
You
yeah, I bought that. Yeah, that was really stupid, really stupid.
Well, nothing is really necessary needed from the Solomon's General Store except for those bank boosters.
Yeah, bank boosters were always welcome.
Yeah, they said Jagex said that it was only going to be cosmetic items in the Solomon's General Store, but the bank box are not.
No, not really.
But they aren't really needed either. Because I mean, like look at Suomi. He got what was it? 4.5 billion experience before that was released. So, and Omar, he got his Trim Completionescape before the Dragon Keepsake box was released too. So it's not necessarily needed for anything. People have made it a long way without it.
Yeah.
So.
Actually, I don't really know how the Dragon Keepsake box works, but I think everything from Solomon's Store is kind of unnecessary. I don't really care about it so much.
Yeah.
Of course, it's annoying to see people going around with over fancy items, which is not really achieved from adventures, but achieved from, to be honest, against the rules of RuneScape. It's real world trading.
Yeah, let me think here. Alright, so that was pretty much everything on the behind the scenes article of March 2013. I have a link there that is sent to you over Skype. You seen it?
Yeah, Services RuneScape, yeah.
Jagex say that they will display mode changes coming next week. So many people are currently playing on something called software, I believe it is.
Software, yeah.
Or is it safe mode?
Safe mode, I can, if I just reinstall it. Software display mode in the RuneScape.
Yeah, most people are using software mode, but according to Jagex, the DirectX is currently the best. So, if you don't want to use DirectX, and for now you can use software, but in a few weeks they will remove the ability of using software mode, and then you have to decide if you want to play on DirectX or OpenGL mode. It's the difference between those are the possibility to use a higher graphical styles. Let me think. DirectX is the one that has is the one that has the ability to use the best graphic in the whole RuneScape. So, Jagex wants people to use DirectX so that they can use the best graphic. And
probably for just they don't want to have people running around with the bad graphics. I think it will be easier to have the game when you don't have the same amount of different sorts of display software uses.
Yeah.
I think it will be easier if they all just having as it is.
Yeah. But it's not really much of a game different. It's nothing really changed to the game. It's just the graphic. If you still want to play in the lowest graphic so that the game will run smoother, you can still do it. But you have to play on the DirectX mode. I don't really know the difference between all those three, so I can't really tell. But yeah, you have anything you want to add there?
Not really, actually.
Right, let's head over to the biggest upcoming update that I think, and that's the soon to become released Grandmaster Quest called
Yeah.
The World Wakes.
The World Wakes, yeah, it's a really cool trailer, to be honest.
Yeah.
Everything, every thing in RuneScape release gets some meaning when it releases. It's like the puzzle completes, more or less.
Yeah, it's a. Then let me see here. The trial of it, not trial, trail of it is called The Origin of kn4s. If you wanna watch that, I will link I will get a link in the description for you guys. If you wanna watch that, it's really great. I suggest that you watch it. And then there's a behind-the-scenes video going in a bit more detail of the quest. So Mod Anna and Mod Osborne are talking about the quest, explaining how it works. So pretty much watch the behind-the-scenes video and you will get the most information that you require at the moment. And also Jagex have made some teaser mini-quest added to the game to improve your Balmung. Which I don't really see necessary, but if you're doing a Dagonoth task, then Slayer task, then you might want to use it. It's a bit better, I suppose.
Yeah. I didn't hear so much of that, sorry. But keep on talking.
Let me see, Klas, you aren't actually that much of a quester, are you?
No, not really. I only have around 200 quest points, I think.
Alright. But I myself actually love quests. I love the lore and everything that's around. I'm not the best one in the lore, of course. I just started to read it like a week or so before this quest was released, and also I read. I was reading on it after the official live stream made by Jagex that was around the lore history. So the World Wakes, Grandmaster Quest. The only requirements for it is 140 combat, which is a bit shocking. But Jagex have said that they don't want people to don't have the requirements for it. The Jagex want all the players to be able to do the quest. But I still think that you will have to complete the ritual of Marjet.
Mayarat, I think it's called. The ritual of the Mayarat.
Something like that.
Yeah.
But to have completed that quest, there's a lot of requirements for that. Of course, it's pretty much every single quest you have to complete. So, the World Wakes. Jagex, I think it was Mod Osborne, he explained it as the quest of the quests.
Yeah, I heard that.
And that is actually a pretty good explanation of it, because it requires everything, and it's a lot of information to the RuneScape lore, and you will meet the gods and do something with them. I don't really know what, but it's big. It's really big.
Okay. Yeah, actually, I understood it's really big, actually, and to be honest, it seems really cool, that quest. Not because it's actual for me, I haven't come so far.
Yeah.
But yeah, it seems cool, actually.
Yeah. Let's see here. The reward to it, I can't remember if they said it in the behind the scenes video, but the thing that I remember is that you will get like a mini pet from a side part of the quest after you have completed it.
Yeah, how was it again? It was some sort of something.
It was a mini guardian that you could receive as a Slayer drop, or something like that.
Okay.
Jag said that they wanted to release something like the Polypo dungeon, but for range. And I believe that this is it. So it's a slay dungeon that you will be able to get after you have completed the quest. And
that does sound interesting.
Yeah, actually. And as a reward for that, you will get like a small pet.
Yeah,
that looks like the guardian of the ancient place where kn4s is currently sleeping.
That sounds actually kind of fun. Actually, just about that thing with the dungeon of ranging dungeon. That's the one. That's the thing I actually thought sounded kind of interesting.
Yeah.
When you because when training range, you kind of have some troubles about the training because there aren't so many monsters adapted to range.
Yeah.
I remember before it was like rock crabs and things like that, but that's for low levels. And high levels, a ranging dungeon would actually be kind of fun.
Yeah. Let's see. Alright, do you have anything that you want to add to the podcast?
No, not really.
Alright, then let's wrap it up then. Thanks guys for listening to us. My friend kn4s, it's been a really nice time here with you. And
thank you. You too.
I actually want you to be in the future podcast if it's possible.
Yeah, of course it's possible. I'll be open for more podcasts if possible, yeah.
Yeah, it would be great. I also want to try some other players. If everyone has, of course, different opinions and ideas of the game. So
yes.
I want to get as much of that as possible. But guys, for now, we'll see you. Bye.
Bye.